Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Bahrain Now. With me, your host, Bara Abdulla. We've got a great show coming up featuring great local talents, initiatives, and happenings from around the kingdom. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, as we're going to have a very interesting talk when it comes to enhancing your natural beauty. All that right now with Dr. Rana Al-Ammadi. Good evening, how are you?
Good evening, Bara. Thank you for inviting me. I'm good, thank you.
Oh, well, honestly, thank you for accepting our invitation. You know, your reputation precedes you all the way. So, knowing that you are with us today, I know we're going to learn a lot.
Hopefully.
And this would not be the only talk we're going to have on the show. So thank you so much for passing by. We really appreciate that.
You're welcome.
So now as the narrative is changing, right? A lot of people are focusing on natural beauty. Before it's about putting layers of makeup, adding more weight to your face. And now it's like, you know what? I want to bring the natural look to my face. Tell us more about that.
Yeah. So from the beginning of the opening of my aesthetic center, that was the motto of the center, to enhance the natural beauty. It's always nice to take care of your skin and your hair instead of investing in makeup. You should invest always in your skin instead of investing in makeup.
Wow, that's a bold statement right there.
Yes.
Definitely.
So many people, they ignore taking care of their skin. And they think they will come to the clinic with one injection and they will fix everything.
Right.
It doesn't work that way. I always tell people that imagine your face is like a rose that you are growing in a pot. If you don't take care of it for one single day, this rose will die.
Right.
The rose will need water, will need fertilizer, will need sunlight. The same thing for your face and for your hair and for your health in general.
Right.
But especially for your skin. So if it's a continuous care, it's a continuous routine that we should teach our children even to start taking of their skin as early as possible.
Amazing.
Like, we brush our teeth every day.
Right.
After meals, before sleeping.
Right.
The same thing applies to our skin. We should take care of our skin the same way. So, taking care of skin doesn't mean applying expensive makeup to your face. Taking care of skin starts with the very, very basic steps.
Okay.
Like good nutrition, good diet.
Good diet.
Drink a lot of water.
Right.
Apply your sunblock. Okay. Avoid smoking. Unfortunately, a lot of young people now, they smoke shisha.
More like they vape right now.
The vape.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I have many clients, they come to the clinic and I ask them, do you smoke? They say no. And they vape.
And they vape.
And they vape.
But still smoking, right?
Yeah, but they don't consider it as a smoking, and they don't consider it as something bad.
Okay.
They think it's just a vape.
And not as bad or as dangerous or as effective as an actual smoke or shisha.
But it does. It affects your skin. It eats your collagen, and it affects your hair.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Oh wow. So you see, the first line you gave us is like people should invest more on their natural beauty and not on makeup. That's we're changing the narrative right here, right? Where a lot of people like go there for the brands, for the look and a certain makeup and makeup artists, which is okay.
Which is okay,
amazing.
yes.
It's art. But I think what happened is that it reached to a point it became a necessity. That's the only way for us to be very pretty. Not only just for girls, even for men right now.
Actually, many clients, they get referred to me by makeup artists. Because if you don't have a good skin to start with, then the makeup will be very difficult and it would not look as nice on your skin if you have a good skin.
Right. Right.
So, and now the basic skin care, it's also shifting, like the same like the diet. You know how the diet is shifting towards healthy diet?
Right.
So everybody knows what is healthy diet, but do we apply it? Okay. So the same thing for skincare. There are good quality skin product out there, and there are the product that might harm our skin on the other hand. So the same thing like a burger and Pepsi and like a healthy salad. So the same applies to skin products.
There you go.
Okay.
There you
Recently, we introduced a new product line, which is all natural. There's no chemical in it.
Okay.
And once you apply it on your skin, you feel actually, you know, when you eat a light meal, how you feel light? It's exactly the same feeling.
Does that?
It does that.
Okay.
You feel light on your skin. You feel your skin is nourished. You feel fresh.
Okay.
Even the smell is fresh. Even the name
Interesting.
of it, it's seed to skin. It's like from the farm to your skin. So it's so fresh.
I love that. I love that. I mean, so as you said right now, people right now, I think, are more educated in the sense that they would ask the product what it's made of, right?
Exactly. And they should.
They should,
And
right?
they should. But, you know, we had so many clients came, unfortunately, because they have bought unknown products from social media or by Googling.
Of course.
We had a lady that she had, according to her mother, a perfect skin. And then she applied this unknown formula, and it got her a lot of infection in her face. And we had to treat her face for 1 full year.
That's a long period.
Long period and devastating because she had a good skin to start with.
Oh.
Another lady, she brought a oil for hair because she had a hair falling, and she applied it on her hair, and she had a scalp full of boils. So she started having more hair fall, so we had to treat and deal with that. So it's important, people, as you said, they get educated. They know what they are using on their face, on their hair. They should be more aware. So we have become very knowledgeable people. Now we have, with a finger prick, we can explore a lot of information.
Right.
So there is no limit of how much information we can get. So there's no excuse for using something you don't know what is the ingredients in it.
Of course. And you know, unfortunately, some people still don't do a thorough research on what they get and what they buy, especially from social media, from unknowns, not certified, not verified account, and it's like, oh, I would need this, but you know, you might want to talk to a doctor first.
Exactly. And the strange thing, when they come to a doctor, they argue about a treatment, but on social media they just they take it for
I
granted.
believe it. Because why? Because it's on Instagram. Really?
Especially when it comes to hair product, because on social media they give you amazing photos, like a before and after.
Right.
Of
course.
But you need to know there is limitation for those treatments. Even the treatments, you will never have a mushroom hair. You will, there is a limitation on how much a treatment will improve your
That's
hair.
what you call it as a terminology, a
No,
mushroom
it's
hair?
not a terminology.
I love it because I'm going to use
It's my terminology because even people have this wrong concept about hair transplant, that when they want to increase their hair and become a mushroom hair, they will do a hair transplant. Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
Hair transplant is basically removing one hair from the
donor.
the donor area, and put it in another area. So basically it's a relocation of a hair. It's not increasing the number of the hair.
Okay, okay. Well, speaking of hair, right? I mean, this has been a very interesting topic for a lot of people, whether it's for hair transplant and implants, whether it's just trying to make sure they can still save the volume they got. As what's happening right now, you said it yourself, a lot of people are not following a healthy lifestyle, whether it's smoking, eating junk food, and not knowing that that actually causes them to lose more hair as they grow. When they're in the 30s, they don't really see it, but then as they reach their 40s, their hairline goes a little bit back, they start balding and all that, and that's speaking for the guys. As for women, there's another, all kind of complications happening over there.
And unfortunately, we see younger and younger generations are having hair falling and hair baldness, both in men and women. And the same story happens every day in the clinic. They tell me, oh, my father at the age of 60 started losing hair. My grandfather still having hair. But in the new generation, they are losing hair at a very
way
young,
earlier, right?
Way earlier, because of, I think, lifestyle. It's a combination of factors. It's lifestyle, pollution around us, stresses, all that. So the most important thing about hair is the diagnosis. So many people, I see it on the social media all the time. One person put in a question, I have a hair falling, what shall I do? And oh my God, you will see the different advices.
All kind of like
I don't
crazy
know,
formulas,
Bara,
right?
you know the saying in Bahraini, tie your finger and people will prescribe for you so many medication. There is a saying in Arabic. اربط صبعك كل من ينعت لك دواء. Tie your finger and everyone will give you a prescription.
Oh, great.
So it's the same thing, and I read the comments and I say, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. So the first thing you need
So
to consult a professional,
Of course.
a doctor in the field,
Yes.
to make the diagnosis. Before anything, the diagnosis is the first step before even going for the treatment.
Right. I mean, without mentioning names, but he's a good friend. He's a good friend. So at one time he said, you know, I'm having some hair problems. So I was going to recommend some, you know, dermatologists. But another friend said, dude, don't worry about anything. So he brings him a lizard oil, VAP oil. I'm like, why? It's like, oh, dude, this is all the way from Yemen.
Okay.
Okay, and you look at the cover, you have a lot of questions.
See, I wouldn't mind if there is a lot of research on it.
All right.
Every single treatment a doctor will recommend, they will only recommend, actually NHRA will not allow it until it is FDA approved.
Exactly, right?
Okay, and what does that mean? Means that this treatment have gone through stages of research until it have reached you.
Exactly.
Okay. So they are not haphazardly. There are treatments that have been studied, there are doctors that studied those treatments, and there are beneficial treatments.
Right.
Okay.
Very diplomatically said, right there. I totally agree with you, and I hope this message reaches everybody. Consult a doctor.
Yes.
Even over the phone, at least. You know, see what really works. Visit a doctor, you know, virtually or physically. Just make it happen before you go and read a comment on social media or some random Google search.
And most of the clients, when they reach, they have invested a lot of money in buying so many useless products.
And that happened, and that happened. Guilty myself, but I did not use the product. I think it's because of a lot of insecurities. And the thing is, I think a lot of people think when they go to a dermatologist, they get to hear things they don't want to hear.
That's true in a way, yes. Sometimes, and this is part of our duty, we have to educate.
Right.
Some diseases, unfortunately, you cannot still do anything for them, but once you educate the patient,
Right.
and they know their disease and they know how it's working and they know the outcome and they know the prognosis, then it becomes easy for them. You won't believe it, but so many patients, they come to me, and when I tell them, unfortunately, I don't have the treatment for your case because we are still in the research for a cure for this treatment, they are happy. They are happy because they reached a satisfaction phase, because they've been doctor shopping and they cannot find the answer.
Okay.
Of course, those are rare diseases,
Right.
but there are so many diseases we have. The world have come way in treating those diseases. In the
Right.
past, hair transplant
Right.
does not exist. PRP did not exist. Many treatments they did not exist, but they are now helping actually people with hair problems.
Amazing. And I think we are in such an exciting time right now, where just technology and research have reached such a long way in a journey of just getting facts together, and more facts are coming together every day to a point that we're in a good place.
Yes, and many things are happening actually. Many treatments are coming on the way.
Right.
So, and yeah.
These are good times. Now, speaking of hair and all that, as I can see what's happening here on the table, it looks, I would say, very appealing and very cute at the same time. So what I've been noticing as well, and what I've been hearing about your campaign
Yes.
to support kids.
Okay.
Tell us more about that.
See, as you know, our center is an aesthetic center where we do a lot of cosmetic procedure, face and everything, but our focus is mainly on hair.
Right.
And part of that, I felt a social responsibility that we want to do something in this field for our community. And actually the idea did not come from me, although I wanted to do something. It came from my niece, who was at that time 8 years old.
Okay.
I was talking to my sister because I was not happy that day because there was a kid that I could not do anything for her to treat her.
Oh.
She had alopecia totalis.
Oh man.
In Arabic we call it ثعلبة.
Thalaba, right? Alopecia.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there are some new treatments also for that. So
Okay.
we should. There are treatments for it now.
Alhamdulillah.
So alhamdulillah. So I was not happy. I didn't have a good day for that. So my niece came and she said, "Auntie, I want to give her my hair."
Wow.
Yes, and from there the idea came, and we started. She actually cut her hair and she gave it to me.
Bless her.
And then we started with the staff in the clinic. We donated our hair, and then we decided to make it public.
Wow.
And you won't believe it, Bara. And people in Bahrain, they have so much good in them.
There is beautiful generosity.
You won't believe it. Even men, they started growing their hair to cut it and donate it.
Beautiful.
Even ladies who never cut their hair, they cut it and donate it. Even beauty salons, so many beauty salons, without me asking them, they started by themselves an initiative to cut hair for free if they will donate the hair.
That's an emotional thing right now taking place. This is beautiful.
Yes, it's an amazing. I met few ladies in the clinic and they told me, Doctora, I never wanted to cut my hair. I just cut it for the hair donation. And guess what?
Imagine that.
It's not only from Bahrain. I had messages from Morocco, Saudi, Jordan, Oman, UAE, Qatar, Saudi, Kuwait, you name it.
All donating their hair.
They wanted to donate their hair. People, they have so much. And the hair we get, sabaya, they took on their shoulder to treat it and fix it, as you see, in hats.
It's beautiful. Oh my God.
For free. They are doing it for free. So
Wow.
people donating for free.
Yeah.
Sabaya is stitching it and cleaning it and for free. And we are donating for those who in need for free. So it's a complete circle of donation and doing good. And
Wow.
those hats, they can go to anyone who needs it. We started doing it for kids.
Okay.
Kids who are having alopecia, or having ثعلبة, as we said, alopecia totalis, alopecia areata, androgenic alopecia at young age. If they are under chemotherapy during the stage of treatment, and now we're having adults that they are asking for the hat and they've been using it.
Wow.
And the reason we decided we'll do it in hats, so we thought it will be a very practical thing for kids to put it on, take it off, and they can choose the character they like. And the kids are welcome, or the family members, or any person who actually wants to give those to eligible people, they can come and take 1, 2, 3, whatever they want.
Bless you. It's beautiful.
And actually now we have extra that we are willing to donate to the Gulf in the GCC. If people needs, we are willing to ship it for free to anyone who wants. They just have to contact the clinic, and we can send them picture of what is available, and they can choose whatever they want, and we will ship it for free.
Too good. This is way, I would say, is emotional, first of all. This is beautiful. And I can only imagine, you and everybody at the clinic, some crying took place.
Yes, yes, we have so
sure
many incidents where kids, they come, they are very sick, and kids, as you know, they are very naive and full of joy. They don't, the disease somehow doesn't bother them. You see the joy in their eyes when they see the glitter and the characters, and they choose their characters, and it's sad and happy at the same time.
You get to learn a lot from that, right?
Of course. Honestly, I did. You get to see how kids, they have the strength to stand facing those diseases.
Wow.
Kids are stronger than us, believe it or not.
Yes, they are.
And they have the courage to stand for that disease. And also kids are suffering from bullying at the same time, unfortunately, if they have diseases in their hair. And that's a message I've always wanted to pass that please stop bullying those kids, because they did not choose to have alopecia areata. They did not choose to have alopecia totalis.
Yeah.
This is something that they got it. Yani like any other disease, we can get it at any time, at any point in our life. Any person can get it at any time, at any point in their life. Of course, those who had family history will be more susceptible for it, but anybody can get any disease at any time. So this is not something that they chose to have. So please stop asking them, why are you like this? Why you don't do something about it? Oh, poor kid. Please stop doing this.
Yeah.
They are healthy and happy. Just accept them as they are.
Wow. Wow. You know, as the more you've been telling me about this, the more I feel like just, honestly, I'm just starting to tear because it's real. And I want to say right now to everybody watching this, as Dr. Rana just mentioned, a lot of people go through a lot today, right? A lot of disease is happening. And it's like, even though when you tell them why you're not doing anything about it, they are. Every day, they're going through these struggles. So at some point, all we can do is just give them a word of motivation, positivity, you know, and just say, hey, you look great today. You know, what can I do? At this point, we should stop bullying. And if you see a bully, stop him at the same time. We need to just spread positivity and love to everybody here, because this message should go to everybody. And now back to you, Dr. Rana. Now I'm noticing with the packaging and all that, it looks like something out of a dental clinic, you know? And it seems that you take good care of even with your packaging. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, of course, we're trying to keep everything hygienic and semi-sterile. I won't say they are 100% sterile, but they are semi-sterile. So, and they are packaged individually, so to keep them more hygienic, especially that we are going to hand them for kids with diseases.
You are a true doctor.
You
thought of everything.
Thank you.
That's amazing. And I want to give a special message to your niece. Like giving her a special thank you. Like bless her for coming in and being the first to actually go in with that initiativity and say, you know what, here's my hair. Yes. So big shout out to her. Beautiful strength. Like bless her for doing that.
Yeah, we should listen more to our kids.
Oh my God, oh my God. You have beautiful kids. And look what happened now. And going all the way to the GCC.
Yes, that's
this is crazy.
So I want those hats to reach those eligible and who deserve it and make someone happy.
Beautiful. A little bit more about hair right now. Now, as for people in their 20s and their 30s, pretty much take care of your health, eat better, exercise, take care of your skin. But as for people like myself and others, as we are reaching our 40s, heading to our 50s, it gets to be a little bit more trickier and more challenging, you know? So what can we do over here to at least maintain a volume? I mean, of course, transplant and, you know, implant from the donor, that's one thing.
Transplant is the last solution, okay?
Right.
There are so many steps before transplant.
Okay.
We only reach hair transplant when we are bald, okay?
Okay.
But there are so many steps we can do to delay hair transplant.
All right.
And maybe even not reach the point for hair transplant. So hair transplant is only a solution for androgenic alopecia at late stages.
Right.
So what is androgenic alopecia? Is hereditary baldness. Okay. So, but there are so many diseases. So not every hair disease need to go to for hair transplant.
Right.
I have seen, unfortunately, many ladies who does not need hair transplant underwent hair transplant in other clinics. So, but anyhow, there are so many treatments, and one of those treatments, the popular PRP.
Right.
And PRP stands for platelet-rich plasma.
I never knew that. It's the first time. It's like, oh, PRP. It's like, oh.
And what does platelet-rich plasma means? Our blood, okay?
Okay.
It's water, okay? And yeah, it's red water. Let's say it's red water.
No, I love it. I love it. I love everything I'm hearing today. I'm learning so much.
Okay, so it's a red water. So if we segregate all the cells, the red cells, the white cells from our blood, we will end up having plasma. Okay. And what we want to keep in this plasma? The platelets. Okay. Why we want to keep the platelets? God subhanahu wa ta'ala, He created us in a very perfect way. Okay.
Okay.
that we have self-healing. We have a capability, our body has the capability to self-heal. How?
Love that.
Okay, because we have those platelets. They are storage for growth factors. They are closed like this, and inside there is growth factors. And those platelets, they swim all the time in our blood, searching or not searching, whenever there is bleeding, infection, cut wound, then it comes their role. They will open, they will get their growth factor, and they will start working on the site.
Wow.
So if you have a cut wound, you will never think about it because your body will take care of everything. You're sleeping and your body taking care.
Yeah, it does the job.
Does the job.
Yeah.
We have self-healing. Not every thing that we get injury, it needs stitches.
Right.
Our body will take care of small things. So those growth factors that is swimming in Bara blood, suitable for Bara. Those swimming in Rana's blood, suitable for Rana. Okay. So what we do, we withdraw blood, we segregate your plasma from the rest of your blood in a special centrifuge, and then in this tube there is a special activator that can open for us those platelets, because it's difficult to open the platelets outside the body without the order from the body.
Okay.
Okay, and that's what makes the PRP prices different, because the more PRP you get, platelets you get, segregate, the more you can extract growth factors from those platelets, the more expensive the PRP will be, and the more beneficial it will be.
Amazing.
So we take those growth factors and we inject it next to the poor follicles that are sick, and they regenerate and comes back to life, and they start working again.
Amazing, amazing. And like, you would need different sessions depending on your situation.
Yes, of course. And if you ask me why our body doesn't do this by itself,
why doesn't it? Exactly.
Why doesn't it? Because our body is so smart. It has priorities. The priorities is preventing infection, preventing bleeding, protecting our heart, protecting our liver and kidneys.
Right.
Hair is not a priority. Hair is not going to kill you.
Wow.
So the growth factors, they know their priorities. So we take them and we force them to go to the follicles. Okay.
This is super interesting. Phenomenally interesting.
So this is how PRP works. And now there's a new treatment. It's called Regenera.
Okay.
And the concept is exactly the same, except that we don't use the growth factors that good for the whole body. We use only the growth factors that is good for your hair. So in that case, we take instead of taking your blood and segregating your growth factors from your platelets, we take a small skin of your scalp, small pieces of your scalp where it contains the follicles.
Wow.
And inside the follicles, there is a huge storage of growth factors and stem cells that only specifically good for your hair.
It's from those little pieces of your scalp.
You know that the follicle, the hair follicle, has the capability of regenerating and regenerating and regenerating.
I really want that to happen to me and to a lot of people.
Exactly. So the hair is one of the organs in the body that has the capability of regenerating. Let's say, for example, we cut our arm, we cannot regenerate our arm.
Unfortunately.
But if you pull your hair, your follicle will regenerate another hair.
Right.
But what happens in androgenic alopecia, the hereditary baldness, the factory, which is the follicle, this is the one that gets the disease. So it loses the capability of regenerating hair. See? So the factory gets affected. In this case, the Regenera, we take the growth factors and the stem cells from your own follicles and we re-inject it for your follicles, hoping that your follicles will be regenerating more.
Again, it's a big world over there, an open sea of information and things happening in the dermatology
I'll tell you something,
world.
Bara. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He created us, في أحسن تقويم.
أحسن تقويم.
You know, He did not put the hair on our scalp randomly like this. No, it's a map, okay? If you look at the hair, it's a map. The front is the follicles where they have the one hair only.
Yeah.
As you go farther in your scalp, it's 2 hairs. As you go farther in your crown, they will go round and they will be producing 2, 3, 4 hairs. And in the back also the same. The angle of each single hair is different than the other. The front hair, they will have 10 degrees angle. And then if you go farther, it will be 30 degrees. And if you go back, they will go around 45 degrees. And the ones over here, they will go downwards.
Sure.
Here they will be going upwards. So every single hair in your scalp has different direction, has different angle, has different number of hair, has different thickness of hair, has different distribution in your scalp. So it was not done randomly.
This is definitely a rich talk taking place right here, Dr. Rana. I swear to God. And I know for a fact this won't be the last time we see you here. I mean, I know we can go for longer periods talking about amazing advancements of how your body, alhamdulillah, has its self-healing mechanism and all of that. But I guess if you're going to leave us with one advice right now, what's that going to be?
Okay, there are so many. Okay. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, وَفِي أَنفُسِكُمْ أَفَلَا تُبْصِرُونَ. Meaning, we created our miracles in your bodies. You can
see them, vision them, yeah.
So the one advice I would like to advise a young generation, especially now, please don't follow trends blindly. Please use your brain. Beauty is required, and we encourage beauty. We encourage taking care of your skin, your hair. That's everyone wants to encourage you to do it. But please do it in the right way. Start with the basic. Good diet, drink a lot of water, live healthy, no smoking, use your sunblock, use your daily skincare, avoid the fake look. Don't just follow social media or trends blindly and do something that will make you more ugly than beautiful. Please consult a professional that has a beautiful eye. They can see the beauty and how can they enhance your natural beauty. I believe that every single person is beautiful, and we are beautiful by being different. We are our beauty with our differences. So why we don't enhance our differences? Why we want to look all the same? You have to enhance your natural beauty, and that's my advice.
Wow, I got goosebumps just listening to all of that. Dr. Rana, this has been a great pleasure having you with us right here on Bahrain Now, and this won't be the last time. Thank you so much for being with us on the show.
Thank you for having me, Bara.
Most definitely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this was a beautiful, rich talk. All took place right here on Bahrain Now with Dr. Rana Al-Ammadi. Well, everyone, I hope you all enjoyed that episode as much as I did. Don't forget to reach out to us on our social media accounts shown below. And stay tuned for more happenings right here on Bahrain Now. I'm Bara Abdullah. Till next time, Bahrain, goodbye and God bless.